All right, let's look at the homework 11.3, problem number 10. All right, so we want to find the sum of the series correct to 3 decimal places. All right, so step 1, consider that f of x is equal to 10 over x to the 12 is positive and continuous for x is greater than 0. All right, to the side this guy is decreasing, we examine the derivative. So we take the derivative. So let's see. So it's a negative 12 power. So put the negative 12. So it's going to be negative 12 times 10 because 10 is already there. And subtract 1 from negative 12. So negative 13 power. So x to the 13. All right. So let's submit. All right. Looks like we got step 1 correctly. And step 2. Let's examine the derivative. Since the denominator is always positive on the interval from 0 to infinity, then this guy is always negative. All right, so let's submit. All right, looks like we got step 2 correctly. All right, let's look at step 3. All right, so first derivative is always negative, so which means that the original function is decreasing on the positive real number. Therefore, we can apply the integral test. Remainder, so this is the error. All right, error is going to be always less than integral from n to infinity. All right, so put the infinity there. All right, let's submit. All right, looks like we got step 3 correctly. All right, so let's look at the step 4. So we have, so Rn, which is just the error, remaining part, is less than or equal to integral from n to infinity 10x to the negative 12 dx. All right, so we have to find the antiderivative. So 10 is already there. All right, then you have x to the add 1 to the power, so it's going to be x to the negative 11 power. Then you would have to divide by negative 11. All right, so which means that let's see, if you plug in 10, or actually, can I rewrite this this way? So instead of writing negative 11 power, I'm gonna put x on the bottom and then put the 11 power, right? Which is equivalent, right? All right, then I'm gonna actually put the negative sign right in front too. Right, so if you put b in there, so you're going to get, so right here, negative 10 over, right, 11 b to the 11 power. Right, then you have a minus minus, so it's going to be plus 10 over, right, 11 n raised to the nth power. Right, then it looks like there's already there's no limit, so the b is going to infinity. So the first term, right, since b is going to infinity, so that's going to go to 0, right? 10 divided by really big number. So after the limit, this term is going to be 0, so you end up getting just that. Right, so let's submit. All right, step 4, we got step 4 correctly. All right, let's move on to step 5. To be correct to 3 decimal places, we want error to be less than or equal to 0.0005. So we take n equals 3, then Rn is, okay, so what we can do is we plug in n equals 3 here. So let's bring out the GeoGebra. All right, so let's compute that value. All right, so I'm going to type in, let's see, 10 divided by, and 11 times, and n is 3, so 3 to the 11 power. All right, then hit enter. All right, so I guess we have to turn it into a decimal number. So let's see, object property. And right, and go to algebra. Right, so it's symbolic. That's why they give you a fraction notation. Alright, so A came out to be, alright, this value came out to be 0.00001. Alright, so it's going to be 0.00001. Right, is that right? Right, make sure I have the same, right, 5 zeros, right? So 5 zeros, right? So rounded to 5 decimal places, we got that. Right, since R3, because it's about that, it's less than 0.005, right? So we have this guy from 1 to 3 does approximate correct to 3 decimal places. Right, so let's submit. All right, looks like step 5, we got this one correctly as well. All right, so let's look at step 6. Rounding to 3 decimal places, we estimate this guy with just using the first 3 terms. All right, so let's compute that. All right, so we can just simply first 3 terms, right? So it's going to be 10 over. All right, so first one is let's see, 1 to the 12th power. All right, it's just 1, and plus 10 over, right, 2 to the 12th power, right, and then plus 10 over 3 to the 12th power, right? So got that. So you have just the first 3 terms there, right? So it came out to be, oops, so I'm going to change the property and not symbolic. Right, then I'm going to take the rounding to 3 decimal places. Right, so I'm going to take 3 decimal places. So it's 10.002. Right, so we got the 10.002. Right, so I'm going to submit. All right, looks like we got step 6 correctly, and I think that's it. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.